It's no question, these are turbulent times. We have political change, we have economic change, there are things happening in the global economy and geopolitical times. This is all about change. But what we need to do as individuals is learn how to manage that stress. Figure out what we can do and where our goals are. Work on those things. Identify what we can actually do to control our own environments and mitigate the stresses that will take away from our performances that outside. We have to accept these are interesting and turbulent times. They don't have to be destructive ones. One of the techniques that I really want to teach about in this moment is the construct of box breathing. And box breathing is something that we can do, all of us, to manage our anxieties, to reduce our stress, and to elevate our performance. When we're stressed, I want people to think about their breathing, and I want them to manage their breathing in the shape of a box. Sitting in a comfortable space, sitting up straight, in a aligned posture, find some time that you can take about 4 minutes for yourself. Take a breath. Take a breath in through your nose and count. Count that by 4 seconds. Now hold that breath. Hold it for an additional 4 seconds. Then exhale slowly out through our mouth, feeling the air coming out of our lungs. Again for 4 seconds. And then finally completing the box for an additional 4 seconds. That symmetrical breathing exercise ideally should be repeated several times in the course of about 4 minutes. But even 2 or 3 times, just getting it done is an amazing stress relief scenario. It'll reduce our heart rate, it'll reduce our stress levels, and it'll get that deep breathing, counteracting the superficial breathing that we normally do when we're stressed. Fantastic technique, I highly recommend it.
When we think about time, time continuously happens, and we don't always have time to go and do a 30, 60-minute exercise. But we may work on the 5th floor of a building. So how do you incorporate that and say, you know what, I will never take the elevator, I'll always take the stairs. And I know in any given day, I'm going down for a meeting, I'm going to grab a coffee, I'm taking the stairs now 15, 20 flights a day. What's that's doing, it's boosting my metabolism, it's changing my body patterns up, so when I sit back at my desk, I'm inherently energized by those 3 or 4 minutes it took to do it. And again, improving and incorporating fitness into my daily performance. So the exercise was, I asked everybody to put their arms out in front of them, cross them over, and pull through. And to just know what that felt like. And we held there. And then I asked everybody to repeat it. So to put the other arm on top this time, and to cross through. And the response is, it feels different. And in trying that right now, you recognize one area inherently feels more comfortable than the other. So to summarize the exercise, you repeat it one last time with the area that was least comfortable to you and trying it again. And naturally, most people find it's a little bit more comfortable on that second time. So using that as a metaphor for other things in life, when we practice what is less familiar to ourselves and constantly challenge ourselves that way, that is when we improve. That's actually borrowed from Brain Gym, which is sort of a left brain, right brain methodology of how to center ourselves and be focused. And I like using it because it teaches us sometimes it's the simple things, those simple levels of comfort to come out of. And when we could do something that's very familiar to us, so the simple exercise of crossing one arm over the other and then challenging that, it would be, how does that feel and how do you actually challenge something that doesn't come easy to you? We tend to gravitate to what is natural, what is comfortable, but how do you take it that step further and improve our performance, improve our happiness?